The 2019 NFL offseason has already been an active one. The draft is slowly approaching, and with that momentum comes trade talk as NFL teams attempt to jockey for positioning. With the future in mind, plenty of players could be moved before April 25th, but there's a chance that general managers will wait for draft day to try and get the biggest bang for their buck. The Cincinnati Bengals are currently going under a complete overhaul with a brand new head coach in Zac Taylor, which put Marvin Lew's 16-year tenure in Cincy to an end. Aging QB Andy Dalton dealt with injury problems last season and is owed a big chunk of cash over the last 2 years of his contract. The Bengals could look to swap with the New York Giants, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, or even Oakland Raiders in an attempt to snag the best QB left on the board at pick no. 4, 5, or 6. Last season, Cleveland Browns RB Duke Johnson was overshadowed by rookie RB Nick Chubb. To make his life even worse, the Browns have now signed Kareem Hunt. Johnson's contract presents a cap hit of about $5 million a year over the next 3 seasons, so moving him to a RB-needy team for a draft pick would be ideal for the Browns. Johnson would make a great complementary back for just about any team that has an established starter. If Pittsburgh Steelers superstar Wr. Antonio Brown is not traded by draft day 2019, then someone will undoubtedly try to strike a deal with the Steelers in the heat of the moment. The Steelers have picked number 20 in the first round, while the San Francisco 49ers, a team that Brown has expressed interest in, pick at no. 2. This would only happen if Pittsburgh is really stubborn, but with AB already out of the door, they'll be lucky to get a second-rounder for him, in which case the Niners can offer pick no. 36. The Miami Dolphins need to get rid of Ryan Tannehill's contract. After multiple injuries and lackluster performances, the Dolphins are set to cut the once promising QB. He's only 30 and could present a great second-string presence to many teams. But if the Bengals really do end up getting rid of Andy Dalton, then Tannehill would be a worthy replacement for a year or two until they can find the right guy. Plus, head coach Zac Taylor coached Tannehill during his best seasons with the Dolphins, so the possibility of reviving his career a bit is high. Tampa Bay Buccaneers tight end Cameron Brate has seen his career go a bit stagnant since inking a big contract with the Bucs in 2017. He appeared to have a high ceiling, but O.J. Howard has proven to be a more worthy investment. Plus, new head coach Bruce Arians often doesn't incorporate a tight end into his offense. Getting an earlier draft pick or even a few later round picks for Brate would be a huge move for Tampa Bay. We could see him being dealt on day 2. San Francisco 49ers QB Nick Mullins stepped up and played extremely well given the circumstances he fell into last season. Despite being only 6-1, Mullins proved to be a worthy NFL fill-in man. As it stands, the Washington Redskins are going to need someone to fill Alex Smith's shoes while he takes an extended amount of time to return from a serious leg injury. Giving up a higher pick like a second or third rounder is well worth picking up Mullins and his incredibly cheap contract. The Denver Broncos dug themselves into a bit of a hole when they allowed GM John Elway to go out and pick up Joe Flacco's contract despite having Case Keenum still under contract for another season. This means that in order to dodge the massive cap hit, the Broncos could swap first-round picks with a team that picks shortly after them and dump off Keenum's contract. The Dolphins could be potential suitors, considering they plan to part ways with Ryan Tannehill, and would move up 3 spots to pick number 10.